with number 14 in your program, Carin Horne, and number 14. I got to ask you, Carin. First of all, I love the name, the first name. How did you get the name? Whose idea was Carin?
Actually, my father named me. I don't know how he came up with the name, but he named me, and my mother took on my middle name.
Okay, that's very, very cool. All right, now, Carin, I've got to ask you. I've talked to the other ladies, and we've shared some memories, and if you're sharing memories and thoughts of this surrealistic season, I mean, has your feet back on the ground from it yet? And what has it been like? Try and tell the folks at home what it's been like to make that kind of run when you do something that no one has ever done before in women's MAC basketball. What kind of feeling is that?
It's quite an exceptional feeling. I really can't express more in depth how great it feels. It's just something that, we all put our minds to as freshmen, and to actually come from being a freshman and actually making that happen as a senior, the dream come true. It's a great accomplishment.
And Carin, when you watch you ladies play, there was a thematic statement here that kind of generated throughout this season is you really epitomize the team. You ladies, 6'2" is about the tallest person on the floor, and you constantly out-rebounded your opponents. You got more assists than your opponents. You blocked more shots than your opponents. What was that team chemistry that allowed you? It seemed like you kind of had each other's back all the time.
Yeah, we came on with the initiative that we just buckle down and do what we have to do. We know that we have certain jobs that we have to get done on the court. And, size and shape doesn't matter. It's about how you play the game and determination to get the job done. So we come in dedicated and determined every game, and that just goes to show that, you can have a great season when you have that kind of mentality.
And Carin, you ladies have achieved celebrity status in this community, and deservedly so. What is it like when the young kids come up to you and, they want to talk to you, they want to find out, how you were successful and what you've done? What does that mean to you?
It means the world to me, have kids coming up as their role models. Even our past senior send-off, we had kids coming up from high school that wanted to take pictures with us and said that we were their favorite players. I mean, it's really inspiring for me. I feel like I, had a purpose here at Bowling Green State, and to touch the lives of young kids and make them want to grow up and look at me as a role model, that means the world to me.
Now, when you hear these basketballs bouncing in the background, does that make you you still wish you had a little bit of eligibility left?
Oh, yes, most definitely. I miss it already. Once that buzzer went off for my last game, I wanted to get back on the court and play again. It's something that I love doing, and I will always want to play.
And, Carin, I know that you've enjoyed your experience in the classroom at Bowling Green as well. Tell us a little bit about what's been meaningful to you in your course study here at Bowling Green.
My dad always told me, my parents especially, my mother and my dad, they always put academics first.
Yes.
And without academics, I wouldn't be able to play basketball, and that was the main push as a kid for me. So to actually be raised on those kind of standards and be here at Bowling Green and take the initiative to graduate early and move on to the criminal justice program here for grad school, it really means a lot to me to accomplish both.
And Carin, as far as the wow factor, a basketball player in your career that you've seen, whether a teammate or somebody that you played against, that you saw that basketball player and you just went, wow, this is a great player. Is there somebody that stands out in your mind that you either played against or played with that had that wow factor?
Back at home, it's great people that just never got the break to actually be in college and make it to the next level as a professional. But it was definitely people. Medina Slace, she's a big role model of mine. She came from Lima, and she played for the Detroit Shock for a year.
Okay.
And also Clay Tucker, he went to Wisconsin, and he's like the most amazing player I've ever seen. And he's working towards NBA drafting, but I'm pretty sure he'll be there. He's a great player, and I really look up to both of those players.
Well, Carin, you were a great player here at Bowling Green, and we so much respect what you've done in the classroom and in the community. And thanks for giving us a great run on BCSN.